don't know why. I just forgot what I was doing. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Two Birds Both Stone podcast. I'm Cailyn.
I'm Emily.
Welcome back. I'm not holding the mic this week.
I kind of need to. I'm too ADD to not have something to fiddle with.
And I get that. I feel like I liked holding the mic, but sometimes I just want to be able to have my hands free. And I think it's because I talk with my hands.
I do too sometimes, but something about this makes me feel right.
It does. That does feel like I'm giving a speech.
Right.
But this is I'm just talking.
I kind of do wish it had one of those foam covers on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll order some on Amazon as my donation to Gold Diggers. So if you notice, we're back in
our old chairs.
We had a little mishap.
Yeah.
But no comment. No further discussion necessary.
Mishap with the other chairs. But anyways, I'm smoking this joint today that I got on a date last night.
It was literally wrapped. But
this boy literally gave me a joint at the end of the day. It's
crazy to me because he didn't even know you smoked.
No.
So that's why I'm I really think
he was going to a birthday party after, and I really think that he might have given me one of their gifts.
Right. Oh, I forget. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was he was after we had talked and stuff, and I guess he was just in love with me, so he was I'm gonna give this girl one of my friend's presents.
But that's good. That means he liked you.
Yeah, slay. So
You'll never see it. You'll never know what you're gonna see. Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying.
You were about to you'll never see
it. Not what I was trying to say. Hope you guys had a good Halloween.
Yeah.
No one commented what they were gonna be, and you're called out on that one.
I'd really like to. And we posted our costumes. Yeah. I think we were pretty slay. Emily's was much funnier. Mine was kind of hot.
Yeah, Cailyn killed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
We went to Rocco's.
It was a really fun time. Emily got tired really quickly. We had been there. Do you remember that? We had been there for 20 minutes, and you were we've been here for so long.
Okay, time stops there. A minute feels like 2 hours.
We went in and we were dancing for a little bit, and then she was let's go outside and sit down. So we were okay. And then we went out, and then I could just tell that you were tired.
But then we went somewhere else.
Oh yeah, no, we stayed out. It was fine. But it was just funny in that moment. Yeah. You being I'm I was don't get tired. And you were we've been here for hours. And I was girl, me and Elizabeth were it's been 20 minutes.
You know what? It really is that scene in Percy Jackson, but reverse.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Where you think time is flying by, but it's really only been maybe 15 minutes.
No, it was just so fun. But then we did rally and we stayed out. Don't even worry.
Yeah.
We got a
If there's one thing about me, I will rally.
Absolutely. Especially if you're already out.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I mean?
And in costume,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the people loved your Sue costume, by the way.
Yeah.
People were all over it.
People did love it. Mm-hmm. We did see some Cheerios.
Yes.
I got a photo with a Cheerio.
And he was not okay.
He was
I just think he didn't realize what was happening.
I don't think he knew where he was.
No, he was real.
But we did force him to take a photo with us. So sorry, Kate. Hope you had a good night. I was I'm Sue. You're taking a picture with me. And he was okay.
I literally saw him and I was oh my God.
I know.
And we just grabbed him off the street. And we saw another girl that we thought was dressed as Sue, but she was just
Kris Jenner, but blonde. I'm if you're gonna be Kris Jenner, you gotta be black hair Kris Jenner.
Yeah, but it was really funny.
It was good. It was good.
So yeah, we had a good time.
It was a fun night.
Yeah,
love.
It was great. But I guess we'll just jump right into the epi. Today we have a fun one. This one that we've had on our list of episode ideas for a while, and we just never really did.
Yes.
And we decided to do it. So we have a few celebrities to start with, but then we're just going to kind of go off riff. But we're going to be discussing what we think certain celebrities would be doing with their lives if they weren't celebrities.
I feel that's also one of my favorite interview questions. I remember when One Direction was first forming, that was a question they would always get. If you weren't on the X Factor, what would you be doing or what would you be studying? And I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Especially giant A-list people.
Yeah. Because it's did you even get a chance to think about that before you got famous?
And what your life would have been like.
Right. And some of them are not what you would guess.
No.
No. One of them said a firefighter.
One of them said a pilot or something.
Yeah. And you're
I was or a history teacher. I was
Are you sure?
What?
Yeah. It's shocking. These, the ones that we're going to be saying, are not coming from any factual.
No. This isn't from an interview. This is genuinely just if we saw these people on the street, what their occupation would be if they didn't have their celebrity or fame behind them.
Yeah, like some of them I didn't even go off. Like some I think I went a little bit, like if I knew their personality, I was like, oh, what do I think they would be? But others I'm like, just like if I literally saw you.
No, I went based off of like, I saw you and
on the street.
Like, just how I know you as a celebrity in my mind.
Yeah, that's how most of mine are as well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to hear yours.
I'm curious because I don't know which way you went with it. If you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think some of mine are really normal. Some of mine are a little like,
mine are
off cuff.
What do you mean? Like off cuff?
Like just a little like, even like I don't know.
Don't look at my screen.
I can, girl. You always say that.
Every week, I'm like paranoid that you're reading it because I have it up.
The thing is, I can see the notes, but I cannot read that. Like it's too small for my eyes.
It's okay. I'll turn it away even more.
I don't know how to explain it. Let's just get into it. The first person on our list is Cardi B.
Cardi B.
I would like to know yours first.
Which is kind of a good pick because she was a celebrity who really only got famous in the past few years.
Right. So she had a life before fame.
She had an occupation. And she was a stripper before she was a singer, which I love. But I did not pick that as my occupation.
It was just too on the nose.
Yeah, like you can't.
That's
was literally
stripper.
what she was.
Yeah.
That was her past. For me, her personality is so vast. Like I feel like she's super relatable and funny,
and
but
smart.
she's also kind of scary. Oh, so smart.
Yeah,
but she's also kind of scary.
She is scary,
and that played a big decision, or just played a big factor. I feel like in my decision because those qualities and that personality makes up only one thing in my mind, and that is like a school nurse of a middle school.
That's really good and kind of interesting because I feel like in a way ours are similar.
Really?
I said a plant scientist.
Wow.
Like,
very not similar.
No, but they're both like kind of like, I mean, to be a nurse.
Yeah, well, smart. She's smart.
We both went in the smart kind
like
of
she had to go to school,
route.
She had to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
middle school nurse is very specific.
It's so niche because they either love you or they hate you. And they're funny, but they'll put you in your fucking place. They can be mean. And if you're faking it, they're like, get out, take a pack of crackers and go back to class. Yeah. And she would do that so well. And I feel like the outfit she would wear, like the scrubs and stuff, she's always going to be cunty.
That's what I pictured too. Yeah. So I picked like plant scientist just because I like specifically plants.
What type of plant scientist? Like she would own a greenhouse or she would work in like
like a lab still, but like I don't know. I don't even know why I specifically said plants, like herbs. I don't know. I just picture her, maybe just a scientist in general, but I picture her still with her long ass nails.
Right.
Like, and like
with like
cunty.
A pipette. Like,
yes,
dropping,
exactly. Like very cunty. But I don't know. She's somebody who I also just see as such a smart woman.
Right.
But also, like, women in STEM, you know? Like, I want you to go out there and, like, fuck it up and be cunty, but also, like, save people's lives or something.
She's gonna be the one that everyone's like, there's no way she's a scientist, and then show everyone out.
Right, exactly. Or, like, if she were to be like, oh, I'm a scientist, people would be like, oh, like shocked. Right. Because like in her everyday life after work, I still see her wearing like her dresses. She's going to the clubs,
out. She doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
She's
her own person.
Exactly.
That's so real. For both of them, I feel like it could fit.
Oh yeah, way. I love like the middle school. Oh my god, and I could hear her like laughing, like with the ones that are her.
And she would have favorites. Absolutely.
She would have, and she would like really like they could. They're the ones that could come in. She would buy them lunch. Yep, they could come in during class. Like they're definitely not sick. She would write them
hall passes.
Yep. Yeah. And then she'd be like, "Oh, you could just hang out."
Right.
Yeah.
I needed that in middle school. I didn't have that. Did you ever have to go to the nurse in middle school?
So private school things. We didn't really have a nurse in my preschool. Look, actually, this is a funny story and actually crazy. I remember one time in middle school, I had my period and I had like really bad cramps and my stomach just hurt. And we just like, our nurse was like, we just went to the front office and just like told them. And she was like, and they had a little room with a little cot like to lay down in. Yeah. And so she was like, go in here for a little bit, just lay down. And then I lay down and then at like 15 minutes had passed and she came and she's like, do you feel better? And I was like, no. And so she made me go on the floor and lay in like the yoga pose, like the downward dog, like whatever, like on my knees, the child's pose. And she was like, just stay there until it feels better.
Did it work?
No. She made me like sit on the floor.
Like at least give me some saltines.
Literally in the dark also. Sit on the floor in the dark, close the door for like, I don't even know how long. It was so weird.
That's bizarre.
But in high school, the nurse was one of my close friends' moms.
Oh, love.
So, like, I would go in there all the time.
She was your Cardi
B. Yeah, and I would just be like, hey, girl. Yeah. But the thing is, I would still, like, fake it. You know, like, I wouldn't fully go in there and just be like, I just want to sit down. I'd still act sick, kind of. But she knew, because like I would go home all the time. Like I would just call, I would just be like, yeah, I just want to go home. And she was always like one time I remember I was leaving, she goes, Cailyn, sometimes you have to stay in school.
And that's on.
I had
absolutely
like a whole like 60 days of absences in high school.
That's really not good.
Yeah. In senior year, by the way, just 1 year.
I skipped my AP Psych class genuinely.
Period.
I think 15 times in a row or something, and I got caught, and I had to do like lunch detention for the remainder of the year.
You would skip and just like hide. Like where would you go? What would you do?
Home.
Oh, like you would just go.
Yeah, I would just leave. I drove, so I was like, it was my senior year. I was like, I don't care. Yeah, and I still got an A+ in the class, so it didn't matter. But also, I have a story about middle school nurses. The only time I went to the middle school nurse was because I was walking down the stairs. My middle school fucking massive. There was like 2,000 people in my class or something like crazy like that. Like it was huge.
It's a big ass middle school.
Okay, maybe not 2,000.
We had really
maybe it was like
experiences.
Maybe it was like it was like big. Yeah. It was like the size of my high school in North Carolina, but like my middle school. And so we had like crowded fucking hallways and stairs that were so steep. And one day I was leaving my Spanish class and I like turned to say something to my friend, and then I turned back and I fell head first down the stairs, like dove.
Oh.
And I like hit every single bump, and my shin, literally, I was wearing skinny jeans, obviously. And
fashion
my
icon.
shin was out to here swollen. Like it was
like you had to go to the nurse.
Black. Like I couldn't walk. And so like this random girl who was like a 6th grader was like, oh, here, let me help you. And like walked me to the nurse because I couldn't walk.
Oh.
And everyone was laughing at me. I was like, this is the worst day of my life.
That's so embarrassing. It's just becoming story time right now, but this is great. I have a story of another kid that had to go to the nurses once, and it was because we were in class and he had these like spicy chips or something, and he was like, should I eat it? Should I eat it? And everybody was like, yeah, do it. And the teacher was like, literally don't do that. Like you're gonna like, it's because it was like one of those
like Flamin' Hots?
No. It was like one of those challenge chips, like the fire, God. Like the crate, like it was genuinely so spicy. And he ended up eating it and started like crying and like actually almost dying, and had to go to the nurse because of how spicy it was, and it was so fucking funny.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, he was fine.
Did he puke?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God, that's gotta hurt so bad.
Spicy puke. Anyways.
No. Anyways, next. Cardi B, done. We had that.
Trisha
Paytas, which was for
harder
me
than I thought
very
it was gonna be.
hard, because in my mind, I don't see her as anything but a YouTube personality or an influencer. Like, there's no other career that she is better suited for than
it's like she was meant for this life.
Right.
But I did pick something.
Me too. I went based off of her as a person and obviously her cosplaying.
Oh.
I put her as a manager of a Domino's. Like, and she is running that shit like the Navy.
And she loves that job.
She eats it up.
She loves that job.
She's one of those people who would make like a TikTok about being a Domino's manager and go viral and then be like, open with me for a shift at Domino's.
Yes.
You know, like that.
And that's the thing, is she is meant to be an influencer.
She's always connected. There's no like different realm in this world where Trisha Paytas is anything but a YouTube personality.
She's gonna
influencer.
be viral one way or another.
Yeah, like hands down.
Yeah, mine is not similar, but I could also see her going viral from this. And mine is almost multiple jobs. I just felt like she wouldn't have like, I don't think she has like the attention span to have one job. So I went with odd jobs. So like I think she would be one of those people that like do like test groups, like, you know, like the people that sign up to do like test cereals or like whatever the fuck, like random medicines or like a bunch of that shit.
Yeah.
And then also like donate her like plasma.
I can also see her being a customer service representative.
So
like, you know what I mean? But like one that you're literally like, who am I talking? Like, what's going on? Can I speak to your manager moment? Like,
and she'd be laughing
that's real.
at the phone.
Right. She'd just be like, well, I don't know how to help you with this. Sorry, thanks, bye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, talk so fast and you were just like,
just like I could see her doing so much like freelance odd jobs. Like, just like,
absolutely.
I just can't see her sticking to one, but I think that really makes sense for her.
She also seems like the type of person who would like get a new hobby and then like start a business out of it every time. So she would make
and then
like
give up every time. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Love that we're on the same page about that.
Absolutely. The next one was Demi Lovato.
Hard.
only just picked mine, and it's just kind of like, I don't know if it's that good.
Okay, you go.
Mine is either like some sort of like hotel door greeter.
What? A doorman? Yeah. Not even like, I could really see them at like receptionist at the hotel. Yeah.
Or I put / receptionist.
Yeah.
Because one, smile.
Concierge. Yeah.
Like, I just like think that they have the chutzpah, if you will. You know, like I just think like they're kind, you know, they are. So I feel like that's the best one in my head. And just like their smile is so big.
No.
So like a doorman would be perfect.
Also, I feel like they have good people skills, but also have like a little bit of an attitude where it's like they can handle customer service.
And a doorman is kind of also a security guard when you think about it.
True.
So I think that they could fuck somebody up if they needed to.
Love.
What was yours?
For me, I went completely different direction. I put Sephora or department store beauty and hair person.
That is really good, though. Like, I can see it.
With all of the different eras of their hair, their makeup, their style, their personality.
Everything, really.
How it's evolved. One thing's consistent. They always beat their face.
Oh, yeah.
They're always giving a glam
glam.
Yeah. And Demi Lovato isn't someone you normally would associate with beauty, but I feel like it's constant for them.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. Because, like, when you said it, I was like, yes, but not because, like, I really ever associated them with beauty. But Demi is just, like, like...
creative.
Yeah, and the makeup really is always, like, on. And it's, like, I feel like it's stuck to that, like... I mean, not in a bad way, but like the 2016 era of like a lot of makeup.
They have their style with their makeup and they're sticking to
good.
it.
Their eyes are always so like dark and like...
They always have a good liner.
Yes,
like,
so good.
So it's like, I see it. And plus, if they aren't in a band doing music, they need a creative outlet. And I feel like that's what they would do.
Absolutely. Agree.
I don't know why, but that fits so well.
No, it does. It does.
And they would come up to you and be like, do you want a free sample?
Yeah.
You know, like that is it.
Yeah. And be like, oh, do you need a color match?
Yeah.
And like,
or be like,
really
wait, let me give you a tip.
Yes.
Don't buy this, get this.
Yeah.
Like, and be cool.
And personable.
Right. Like, you would want to talk to them out of everyone in the store.
Yeah. Huge Demi fan. There's a lot of Demi haters. I've been a Demi fan since the beginning, by the way.
Yeah.
And
I
that
wouldn't
is
say
true.
I'm a fan, but when the album with Heart Attack and all of that came on, I listened to it front to back until it like literally my headphones bled. Like I loved that album. Also, just like the era of her on X Factor with Fifth Harmony was like when I was down bad. So
yeah, I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say I'm like I don't know everything about like Demi's life and stuff like that. But I've just always been a really consistent. I wouldn't say like
you'll listen to their music,
but fan like since like.
You're a supporter.
First album. Yeah. Love. Big love. Have always loved the music.
Love.
Next. Okay, my answer for the next one is kind of dumb, but it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter, in case you guys don't know who that is.
Of course.
Which kind of a weird choice for us to pick that, but I feel like it's good because like we don't talk about
other
him
people.
Enough.
We were literally with Olivia last night. Or men. I know. I was like, we have to get some men on this list. We were with Olivia last night, and so we were just like riffing all these ones, and I think she might have said Daniel Radcliffe, and we were both kind of like,
like because he really is known. In my mind, always will be Harry Potter. And it doesn't matter if I see him in a different role. I'm still like, and Harry Potter's playing a different role.
Right, and that doesn't speak to his acting abilities.
No. It's just branding and marketing.
That is what happens when you are part of an iconic series like
that. That is a friend. You can't be in 8 movies and not know that that's your identity from the time you're 10 until you're 20. What? You know?
Yep, it's going to happen.
Okay, so what did you put?
Okay, so mine?
That tiny straw in that cup... like is sending me.
I couldn't find a bigger straw.
They have like wrapped ones in there.
This is working fine.
Okay.
But it does look funny. But
it's
it works
just
fine.
Funny. Yeah.
Mine is a little bit cheating because I was really trying to pick very normal.
Cailyn.
I was just trying to pick really normal jobs, and I think this one still counts, but it is a little bit. It's still in the entertainment world, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe this just speaks to how Harry Potter he is to me, but I really see him being
magician.
No.
Oh, I was like, girl.
That is good, though.
For someone else. I don't see him as a magician.
No, I don't see him as a magician. No, like a theme park actor, though.
Oh, that's really good.
Like, of course, in Harry Potter world, but also out, like, just like, I just see him, like, either, like, just playing different characters or, like, the stage shows or the parade. Yeah. Like, literally anything, like, in a theme park. Yeah. I can just see him there.
No, that's really good.
Thank you.
Like, an attendant, even, like, operating a ride, who would be like, everyone clap after, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, we're back, ready, let's clap. Everyone buckle up. We're about to take off. Like,
like, I just see, because I feel like
mine is so different.
Oh my God, I just, like, he has, I mean, obviously he's an actor, like, he has, like, an entertainment spirit, right. And I think because he's been in it since he was so young, which is interesting, because I would be curious to see what his actual answer to this would be, since he's been in it since he was so young.
Yeah, like, what did he want to be when he was little?
But say.
Okay, mine is so different.
Oh my God, what is it?
I put driver's ed instructor. Like, okay, do you know what I mean?
He's just a white man with like brown hair.
But he seems like nice, but he does not nice. Like, he also seems like he gets easily agitated. So like I'd be a little scared of driver's ed teacher. You know what I mean? Like, he would be nice, he would be helpful, and he would let you pass, but he would get annoyed with you if you fucked up.
Yeah, I would definitely be a little scared of him.
Right.
Because he's also like kind of, I don't know how old he is, but he gives dad.
Yeah, and he's like, also, I don't know why, but like short men like that, like something about them, I'm like,
It's the Chihuahua syndrome.
Right.
Like, they have a little bit of a bark and a bite because they're so little and they get
But I also
on.
feel like he would protect you. Like, if like someone was like behind you, like honking at you or something, he'd be like, "Hey!"
Yeah.
You know, like,
hey. And then he'd be like, "That's not your fault."
He would be a good teacher in my mind.
I think so too.
So that's why I put. But he wouldn't want to be a teacher.
No, definitely not.
But he's doing this as like a passion.
Yes,
or not a passion, but like
a pastime. He's gotta. I just looked up like if he wanted to be anything before, and it says that Radcliffe first expressed a desire to act at age 5. Like, he's been doing acting. Yeah, the only thing it says is that if not an actor, a screenwriter, but so still like
entertainment.
Yeah, so it literally seems like there's nothing that he was doing.
That's kind of
before.
insane.
Yeah, like he's always only been acting.
Wow.
Because he said he was like it didn't feel like I could have a normal college career because I didn't want to do anything else.
Right.
Which is slay, and he did it.
Yeah. That's like when Emma Watson went to Brown after Harry Potter, and she answered a question in class, and they were like, 10 points to Gryffindor, and she walked out.
I did not know that.
Yeah. She was like in some...
Wait, did the teacher say that? Or just like a
people
random
in the class. After she answered a question, and the professor was like, oh yeah, you know, whatever.
Right, and then somebody like
and then someone said that, and then she like walked out.
Oh my God.
I know, which it's like...
That's fucked. I mean, it's like
funny, but it's like...
Come on. Yeah.
Like, she, you know, she's trying to just like,
have a normal experience.
That's like Miranda... Thinking about how like Miranda Cosgrove went to USC and like got a degree, and Bridget Mendler is like at MIT.
I didn't know any of this.
I tried to connect with Bridget Mendler on LinkedIn. She didn't add me back.
That is so funny. At MIT, damn.
Yes, no, she's like a computer like
slay
person now. Like, she's so smart.
I love Bridget Mendler.
I do too. Underrated. It's
What's
kind of
I'm boarding up the
Hurricane. Yeah, ready or not.
Ready or not. No,
here I come. Where you at? The night is young. In the ground.
The music's loud.
And I will find you. Ready or not.
No? No, it's
kind of
so
good, yeah.
Really, not kind of good.
No, I mean Us Just Now was kind of good.
Oh, yeah.
But no, underrated Bridget Mendler, absolutely.
Yeah. How did we get there?
Oh, she went to MIT.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the one thing is I'm glad that like I'm gonna be famous when I'm older. And
no, I know. Like you had the chance to do it.
I had the chance of a normal life.
Exactly. I agree. Me too.
Yeah. Getting famous older is better, I think, kind of.
We're on the right track.
You're like grounded already.
Right. Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like a lot of the actors that are like, have been famous for a really long time.
Right. And they've got,
they're too in it that they forgot what it's like to be a human.
Right. And that's all they know.
Right.
They don't know like different office or like, you know, different how a workplace is that isn't fucking just all about you in a filming situation or a recording situation. Next.
Mine's good. Mine's really good too.
Okay, you go. Okay. I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth. I think that if Chris Hemsworth was a normal person in this life, he would run his own acai food truck.
Whoa, yeah.
Right? And he'd be like a beach guy.
Yeah.
Like he's a surfer, runs. Oh, by the way, this is a real person that I know.
Oh, really?
Like from I don't actually know him, but like from my hometown.
Someone similar.
Yeah. Like he there's this guy that looks very similar to him, like the blonde hair, like so I'm thinking style. Also in my head I'm kind of thinking Thor, Chris Hemsworth. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean,
but just surfer. He literally runs an acai food truck right on the beach. Like that's just like what I see him doing and having a really chill life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's still like, I'm sure he does creative stuff like on the side, but like he is happy like just
he seems like
chill.
One of those people to me that didn't want to be an actor but is.
It just happened.
You know what I mean?
It does feel like that.
I feel like he doesn't love it, but he does it.
Right, because he's good at it.
Yeah.
And he can make money off of it.
Same with Liam.
Yeah, they're both just kind of bros.
They're both just kind of there.
Yeah, how did they?
I know.
Like, how did that happen?
I don't know.
What
I
did
don't
you
know.
do?
Okay, so for me, I did kind of similar, but not as surfer based, but like still environmental, like, you know, like outdoorsy river rafting guide / hiking guide.
Dude, yes. It's crazy that we really like even though they're different, it's like the same.
No, it's so true. Like that he would
Just
be
mountain
like,
versus
"Hey
beach.
guys, what's up? Here's your safety instructions. Make sure you keep your, you know."
And he would love it.
And he would eat it up. And he would take you on the fun little rock parts.
You're
and
the guy that like he's the guy that you want.
Yeah. But he's also running the show.
Oh yeah.
And he would fight someone off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I could so see that.
And he would absolutely be like a hiking guide, too. Like, he would love.
It's like the outdoorsy, like, one with nature vibe.
Right.
He gives that for some reason.
Which, like, okay, maybe this is me. Like, I love the outdoors, but, like.
I'm not an outdoorsy person.
I'm not an outdoorsy girl. Like, I wouldn't go camp. Unless it's glamping.
I would go camping, but I would prefer glamping.
I would go camping if it's, like. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't go on, like, a hiking trip and then, like, camp out.
Yeah, no. When I think camping, I'm like, I would go once in a great while. Like, if I got, like, a group of friends to go, it would just be kind of funny to go.
Yes.
But I'm not, like, wanting to go, like, for camping.
No, but I love a hike.
Yeah, I'll go on a little hike.
I love a hike. I love a walk. I love, like, a trail.
But I would not consider myself, like,
I'm not, like, granola like that.
No, I'm not granola. If anything, if you... I think beach-wise, yes, that's definitely me. Big beach girl, but it's different. Yeah, it's not the same energy.
Because
the beach, I go and just sit.
Right. Those people are looking for constant
adventure.
They're trying to, like, scale a boulder or some shit. I'm like,
that's not me.
Maybe I would do that if I was a little drunk, but, like, you're not going to get me to, like, you know.
Like 6 a.m. on a Sunday to go climb a rock. No thanks.
No
thanks.
I'm not going to, like, wear a hiking backpack and shit and, like, you know, like, I'll go on a hike and, like, do it for fun, but.
Yeah. I'm not, like, serious like that. Like, I'm not going to buy hiking boots.
No. My dad bought me hiking shoes.
Yeah, sure.
But that's, you know.
It's different. And somebody bought them for you.
Right. It's not like I don't know.
I'm not going to REI.
Like, no dissing. Love our
like,
granola girls.
Support your lifestyle.
Love our granola girls, gays, and theys.
It just could not be me.
It's just not me. Anyways, but I would go river rafting with Chris Hemsworth.
Absolutely. Even though I almost died. A good guy. Whitewater rafting.
That's terrifying. It is scary. It's so scary.
Crushed between a rock and a boat.
Oh my God.
But I'm okay, obviously.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone since then. And I used to go. I've gone a few times when I was younger.
I've never been.
It's actually fun.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
But there was a scene in The Real Housewives of Orange County this past season where they all go to Oklahoma or Montana or something for a trip, and one of the excursions is to go river rafting, and their river rafting guide is wearing, like, cut off denim shorts.
Oh my God.
But no underwear. And so they, like, are looking at him for advice, and his balls are out, and they literally would, like, look and, like, be like, oh. It was a whole thing. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
I know.
Did he, like, not know that his balls were out? And nobody told him.
And they all were just like laughing about it to each other and like making little
That's
jokes.
Really funny.
It was funny.
I found out at work this week that one of my bosses is like a huge Real Housewives fan. He like knew, like, I don't even remember how it came up in conversation, but he's just started like listing off all these facts about Housewives. And I'm like, you sound like my friend Emily right now. I think maybe his wife probably watches it, so like they just watch it. But he like really knew a lot.
Though.
He was talking about a specific one, but
Which
I don't remember. I don't remember. Maybe is there an Orange County one?
Yeah.
I think it might
Orange
have
County,
been
Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City, New York.
I think it might have been Orange County, but I don't know. But he was really like, I wish I could remember. I didn't. It all went right over my head. But he was like just saying a bunch of people, and I was like, damn.
Love.
Slay.
That's how you should be.
Yeah, I know. I need to get there. But whatever. Next. The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'm curious about that for you.
I said door-to-door salesman.
Okay, interesting. I also did something with sales.
Like, he just is so charming.
He has a personality where he can, like,
he could talk me into buying anything, probably.
Yeah, like car salesman, I could see.
Yeah,
like,
I still see him as a super gym bro in every life.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
He's
gonna be
massive
and
he's
look
on steroids.
Like that. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think he's so I think everyone thinks this. He is the most just charming person.
Right.
And like we saw him at like the movie thing, and I was just like, the way he like talked to this little kid, this kid that, remember, he had like was some sort of special needs, and like went up and started singing to him, and it was just like so sweet the way he interacted. Like, I just think he could sell anyone anything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And you're not going to be that mad if like somebody, and like a lot of people think he's very handsome. So I feel like door to door specifically.
I don't see the handsome.
A lot of people, a lot of like mom age women think that he, so I'm picturing him going up to the door and the women being like, oh,
right.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. They would eat him up. Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm picturing for him.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I did a real estate agent.
Oh, yeah.
Same realm. Very charming. You have to be super personable. You have to like.
Played a real estate agent in a movie before? Because why do I feel like I can see that? Like,
I don't
really
know.
Clearly.
But like he would be able to market himself really well. I feel like he would have good posters. Everyone would know who he was. He'd be like not actually the mayor, but like the mayor of his town because everyone knew him.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. He would run that shit. And I would absolutely buy a house from him. He feels like a guy you could trust.
Exactly. Again, that's like the charming. Yeah. He can sway people. Like, I feel like he would, like, walking through a house with him, he would absolutely sell it.
Yeah. He would be able to get me to buy anything. I'd be like, you know what? You don't. It really, honestly, though, it doesn't take much to convince me to do anything. Yeah, that is
so true for me, too.
Especially if, like, a big man like that is like, no, this is a good idea. Like, trust me. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Like, daddy issues probably.
Yeah,
no, I don't know.
Probably. No, this is, I can't believe how
similar ours. Yeah.
It's like almost a little scary.
No, but like it makes sense. I'm
does.
Really curious about your next two.
But it just me too. And this one's purely off of looks. The next one is Robert Pattinson.
Okay. Off of looks.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, this is like if I just saw him on the street, like what I would think. Like, fully, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't really know I kind of know his personality a little bit, but
he's not a very public guy.
No, he's just Edward to me. So like,
right.
But I said, like, works at like a sub shop.
Like, yeah.
Like a Subway or Quiznos.
I put barista. No, I know. What? Because like he gives that energy, like he doesn't.
So chill guy, but and just kind of like.
And he doesn't have.
I don't think he'd give a fuck about ambitions.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I feel like he doesn't have a lot of drive. Not that baristas or sub shop workers don't have drive, but I'm just saying.
But the thing is, I'm not saying because there's
specifically.
Yeah, because there's people that work at coffee shops and sub shops and all of that stuff that do it because they actually enjoy it.
Right, and that's their passion.
He's doing it just because he's
there.
He just does it. That's all he can do.
It's a means to an end.
Yeah. He's just there.
Yeah.
And that's exactly. I just picture him like taking somebody's order like with the straightest face.
No, like he does
miserable every day.
Hates being there.
Yeah.
But he's been there for like 5 years.
It is crazy that I just came up with that one and
that's
they're
really
still
scary.
like on the same
I don't
path.
like that. I don't know how that keeps happening, and I don't know why.
Is it like our brain, or is it just that we're really good at this?
Or is it just
them? Yeah, we're just clocking them really well right now. Oh my God.
But like, I see that. He's not like someone who, I don't know, he wouldn't go out of his way to.
No.
But that's like, we also don't know him.
Yeah,
this is basically just off of, you know, I don't know.
Well, it is interesting that because they're getting so close, like, I feel like these are pretty accurate like not accurate of what they're doing, but like accurate of how they're depicting themselves in the public at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, last one that we have, the Queen, Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Which is so hard because she's also one of those people who has been famous since she was a child.
Yeah. I have 2 answers for her, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just couldn't pick.
Oh.
But one's a little bit more normal job and the other one's still kind of a normal job, but in the same way that Daniel Radcliffe, normal job, kind of.
Oh, mine's normal.
Okay. Should I say both of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one that is my very normal one is a preschool teacher.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
She just like I feel like I don't even need to explain it.
She's so calming, yeah, caring,
and
patient.
Specifically with like little kids, like preschool or like kindergarten up to like 3rd grade. I could see her as like a teacher, but like really preschool
elementary
teacher.
school, yeah, for sure.
My other one was a Disneyland employee.
Interesting.
Because like I don't like, and maybe like specifically like a tour, somebody a little bit higher up than just like a ride attendant and stuff, but like still like with the people.
Yeah.
Like maybe a tour guide or like one of their fancy tour guides or like customer service, like desk, like, cause she's again so kind. I feel her smiling. She could do the Disney 2-finger point really easily. Like I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know that? Employees at Disneyland aren't allowed to, like, if they're like, oh, it's over there, they can't point with 1 finger because it's rude. They always will point with 2 fingers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or they'll do like a hand gesture like this, like, oh, it's that way or it's that way.
I feel like someone has pointed with a regular finger for me at Disneyland.
Well, they should get fired.
You know what? I'm not saying a thing. I don't remember who it was.
But yeah, those are mine for her. I just feel like they're both just very like, she's just such a kind lady.
Yeah. No, and she seems very personable and like easygoing.
Right, exactly.
For me, I put dental hygienist.
Like
someone, she's gonna take care of the kids. She's gonna be easy. You know, like if it's your first dentist appointment, she's not gonna judge you.
Yeah.
She's not gonna judge you for not flossing.
No.
Like she's gonna be like, you should floss. And you know what I mean? Like, and she's nice
so
about it. Yeah, she's not gonna, I don't know.
She has such a calming energy about her.
She does. And she's
reason.
going to take care of you. She's going to make sure you're treated right.
Yeah, but she's also kind of like funny and like fun to be around.
Yeah, she's going to be like, even though you're like getting your teeth clean, she's going to still try and talk to you and you're going to be able to have that conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, she's going to want to get to know about your life.
Yeah. I love her.
I do too. And I think all of those were very accurate for her.
Yes. Our list in full, I think we absolutely just killed that.
No, it really was
I wasn't
accurate.
expecting this to be so good.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that this was going to be a fun episode because I just think it's interesting. But I think it made it even better that ours were so in sync.
No, it made sense too.
It made
for
so
each
much
celebrity.
sense. I didn't disagree with a single one of yours.
No, I didn't either.
It was perfect.
No, it was literally perfect.
Let us know if you. I'm so curious.
I
to see if you
really
guys
want to
disagree.
know other people's thoughts on their jobs and stuff because like
we're right.
We're right, but like also I want to know, and I also want to know like what you think they would be doing.
Yeah,
you know,
very curious. I'm very curious.
All right, we know you missed it. It's time for the Pop Culture Roundup.
Yeah!
That was good. That wasn't that bad.
No,
you've done worse. Yeah.
I've definitely done worse.
Yeah, we haven't done it in a minute, but we're jumping back in. We got some requests.
We have a few things.
Yeah. We feel like it's kind of been a slow
like nothing
few
really
months.
to report
Nothing
on.
crazy has been happening. But recently, we've just had some few updates.
Yeah, so, I mean, we talked a little bit about this before, but Taylor and Travis are still kicking.
Still kicking. I really thought it was a PR thing, but now I think they're actually dating.
I also think it started as a PR thing, and now it's real.
Right. Yeah.
And I love them together.
I like them together. I don't hate it. No,
something about like I think I might have said this last time, but there's something about like Taylor Swift, which is like an all-American football player. Like it's just very like storybook.
So it's also so different from everyone she's dated in the past. Like she's never dated like a pro athlete.
Yeah.
And for it to be a football player is kind of insane and I love it.
And it's something about like I don't know. He seems so sweet. And I've also seen a lot of clips from his podcast and he seems really funny and his brother is really funny.
Also very family oriented, like down to earth, just like more like normal than I feel like past boyfriends for her.
Yes. I think as dating like a sports player is the closest a famous person can get to dating like an everyday person. Because I feel like most
or they could date an everyday person.
Well, yeah, that's true. But you know what I mean.
No, yeah. It's a different level of celebrity than like a singer or whatever.
Yeah, because for the most part, like football players and stuff can go to the grocery store and do a lot of normal things. That, like,
it's only a specific group of people who are going to know who you are.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like, unless you follow football, you're not going to care.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, before this happened, I wouldn't, if I saw Travis Kelce in public, I wouldn't have known who he was. I might have seen,
really?
No, I would have seen him and been like, oh, he's got to play some sort of sport just because of like his build.
Yeah.
But even though I kind of knew of him, I wouldn't have known his face.
Right.
And I feel like that's how I am with a lot of sports people is like, I'll know their name, but I would never like know them if I saw them in public.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I'm kind of the same. I think I just follow it.
Well, yeah, you're more than me. Yeah.
So obviously I knew who he was and more about him, but like, I would definitely have recognized him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have, but I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like there's not necessarily much. I mean, I don't think that this was out last time, but the pictures of them getting out of the car and her lipstick smeared and it like lipstick on his face.
I know. Also, he seems like he cares about her, like holding her hand, like opening the door.
No. Like he's always like holding her back.
Yeah, and
like,
her with her parents, his parents and stuff.
Yeah, like the family stuff.
Yeah.
Did we talk about 1989?
No. That's tea. Okay, because Cailyn's insane. First of all, I think Slut, Now That We Don't Talk, and Is It Over Now are some of the best songs she's put out in a long time. Mm-hmm. Like the lyrics, the music, it's so experimental for her. It's so fun. And the production of it is so good. Now That We Don't Talk, I literally want
that's your favorite, right?
I would say that and Is It Over Now? Yeah. And then Slut. But Now That We Don't Talk, I literally want to like run someone over, but also like
I needed that song when we did the Taylor Swift songs as crimes.
No, like it would have been on there. It would have been honorable. Like
now that
like I have no words.
I don't have to pretend I like acid rock or that I want to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts. Like, are you kidding?
Can see it. Like, also in my mind, I envision like myself and probably you making a TikTok to this where like it's dark outside, flashes on, and we're screaming it and like running.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Do that.
Like, oh my God.
We should have done that last night in the street.
Maybe we'll do it today.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
yes.
And it's so relatable for everybody.
It is so good. My favorite one of the Vault tracks is It Over Now? It's literally been on repeat.
It's
like,
crack.
Like
it's addictive.
The part where that's like, did you think I wouldn't see you? There were flashing lights. At least I had the decency to keep my nights out of sight. Like, are you? Oh, and the fact that these are all about Harry.
Oh Lord, I think about jumping
of a very tall something.
That tweet like, where it was like, Taylor, I get it. Harry also makes me want to jump off of very tall things.
Literally, so true. By the way,
but like her saying like.
Red blood
on the snow, blue dress on a boat. I literally, like, when I heard that, I paused it and I rewound and I was like, Emma, did you just hear what she said?
Like, she literally says, when you lost control of the snowmobile.
Vehicular manslaughter.
Red blood, white snow, blue dress on a boat. Like, she could not.
The photo of her sitting alone on that boat, literally, I remember when that happened. I remember where I was. Like,
World stop.
Carry on. And that moment of Haylor being in a song that she knows we know that it was iconic and that we all know what happened.
She
and her being like,
you guys
this is for you.
Yeah, like you know.
Like she's in on the bit.
Like I like have never heard, and then like it being like you search in every model's bed for something great. Like
no, the best, if she has blue eyes, I will surmise that you'll probably date her.
Like, she ate him up.
Point blank, period. She literally said it. You think, get humbled real quick.
She
humbled him. Like, and he needed that.
No, and he did.
He needed
and I bet he loves these songs.
He loves their dialogue in music to each other.
Is crazy.
It's also insane to me. Like when you sent that TikTok of just like their back and forth and lyrics and stuff in songs that address each other or their relationship, it really took me by surprise how much
there were.
Well, of HS1 is
and
about
even
Taylor. Because I really thought a majority of that was about Kendall, but it's really
there's definitely
like,
some that are
woman and
from the dining room table.
I also think Two Ghosts.
Yeah,
like
I also think some of them he definitely like mixed a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I feel like there's probably
he
parts
uses
that
the
are,
lyrics from
right.
But still,
I mean,
it's just crazy.
Like when he's like, I almost called a girl that looked just like you, or almost said your name. Like there's so like, it is insane. That's the only one. They're meant in another universe. They're meant to be.
I know. I kind of wish they were.
I know. Like I can't.
Beggars can't be choosers, and we had them.
Yeah. Oh, but the big T for 1989 for us is Emily has a strong opinion.
Okay, but do you like Slut?
Yes. Okay. I like Slut. All I said was that it wasn't my favorite of like I like it.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like it. No, because on Halloween you were like, I don't listen to it.
I don't listen to it as much as the others.
I listen to it. It's so good. And if they call me a slut, you know it might be
also,
with it for
that's
once.
Also hot for her and Harry. Like her being like,
she's being like, fuck it, it's worth it
because you're so hot and perfect.
Like, and us together, like it's worth it. Like,
I know her being like, my only what is it? Like my only crime was like wanting you or something.
Yeah.
Or no, or everybody wants you. That was my crime. Yeah. That is so good.
Such a good line.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I like it a lot. But you think that the 1989 vault tracks in general are like her best vault tracks?
Okay. Well, I don't dislike any vault tracks, but Suburban Legends I'm not a fan of. And
yeah, that's fair.
So what's the other one?
Say Don't Go.
Say Don't Go. Okay, like I like that song, but it's not
on the same caliber as the other ones.
Right. And Suburban Legends, I'm not a big fan of. Mm-hmm. But those three, I will say, are like really probably good. Some of like my new favorite Taylor songs.
Yeah.
And
for
sure.
You know, like for Is It Over Now, that is absolutely one, like probably like top 3 favorite Taylor songs now.
Yeah. And it's just
crazy.
Like insane that, I don't know. I wish we got them when we could have, but
if she would have put like that one, if she put Is It Over Now?
Oh my God!
Back then.
Oh yeah, but also I feel like we wouldn't have appreciated it in the way that we do now.
No.
Also, the fact that she was between Blank Space and Slut as the single that's crazy. Like imagine that alternate universe where Blank Space was like we would have been getting it as a vault track.
Which is crazy. I think she made the right decision.
Because I think Blank Space is one of the best pop songs like ever made.
Yeah, she definitely made the right decision with Blank Space.
Absolutely.
It would be crazy
but it's just insane.
Now be getting it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we would be getting it as Slut, as a
vault. Wouldn't get the same recognition obviously now because the vault songs just aren't getting that. But besides the Taylor fans.
Well, 1989 got like won Grammys and shit. So it's like
what would have happened?
The impact it made.
It's crazy.
What alternate world would that be like?
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
Well, those are our 1989 opinions.
Love.
Some other real quick, some things we wanted to talk about. The Josh Hutcherson resurgence is happening. That's I just had to talk about it because.
Have you seen Five Nights at Freddy?
No, not yet. I've heard
either.
It's really bad.
I heard it's bad too.
But he's so hot.
I also just like him coming back for that movie is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, and the fact that also this is happening at the same time that the new Hunger Games movie is about to come out. The prequel. And I'm a little upset because I don't think I'm going to be able to read the prequel before I see the movie, which is a little upsetting. And I have the book.
The Hunger Games?
Yeah, but
also shout out to my mom. She was a script supervisor. If you see her name in the credit, it's Miss Alicia Accardo.
And she
tag us and we'll
do something.
We'll give you a shout out or something. My mom would just be so happy.
She would be so happy.
But I'm so fucking excited to see it.
I'm so excited.
We have to go see it like day it comes out.
Yeah, I need to.
Like, do we dress up?
Mate, I literally have a Mockingjay pin still.
Okay, and you're wearing it.
Absolutely. And a side braid.
I wish my hair was long enough and thick enough to do a braid, but we'll make Emma do it.
Well, yeah,
or Olivia or someone.
We'll figure it out. But I'm so excited. And
I'll wear an apron. I'll be PETA as a baker.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, wait. We should actually
dress up.
Yeah, we should go.
Is that gross though?
I don't think it's gross.
Is that cringe?
It's probably cringe. But that's okay. And it's also funny because like those characters aren't in
right. Maybe we don't dress up. Maybe I don't wear an apron to the Grove at like 8:00 at night to go see the Hunger Games. Like the workers would be like, "We need you back here to make the popcorn." Like,
what are you doing?
You're like, "Why aren't you back behind the counter?"
It would be funny. We'll see. But
I think, yeah.
I just love that like the Hunger Games thing and the Josh Hutcherson thing are happening at the same time because it's really taking me back to my roots.
Right, absolutely.
The very first fan account I ever made on Instagram was a Josh Hutcherson fan account that turned into like a One Direction and Books fan account. And I'm like getting, like literally this morning I got a PETA and Katniss edit on my For You page and I was like, I was literally like,
stop.
And I almost cried.
No, I've gotten ones that, I had one that was like 900,000 likes or something and it was PETA and Katniss. Yeah. And literally I was like, this is art. No, like it's like literally. I cried. Like I was like, this is beautiful.
Like I don't even like you guys don't get it.
No, like you don't get it.
It was my entire life.
No,
I'd say it's the first fandom that I fully threw myself into.
It's like it was your first One Direction.
Yeah. I was. Oh my God, I can't even. But it's beautiful to see
it's just
it right
a lot
now.
For you right now in a good way.
It is. It's in a great way.
Yeah.
And so I just love to see it. I love seeing it on my For You page.
I want, you know, Paul Mescal, the actor.
Yeah.
I want Josh Hutcherson to like have his resurgence and be that type of level.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
In that same realm.
No, he's so hot. And if I did make a TikTok highlighting some of my old Josh Hutcherson fan page things, you have to go see it. I had these shorts that had Josh Hutcherson's face on them.
That's so funny.
So go to my TikTok. I changed my @ It's Cailyn Hurts now, so it's just my name. But right now it's just my name. Anyways, go watch the TikTok.
No, yeah,
because you'll see, and you also will see a picture of me in front of Josh Hutcherson's house.
I really wonder if I have a photo with him from when I was little. From Zathura.
Yeah. Oh, your mom worked on Zathura?
Yeah.
I used to love that movie.
We would hang out with him, and he like drove us on a golf cart around the Disney lot. When we were little.
You don't even get it, Emily.
We like spent our summer there. Well, he was like 12 or something. I was like
and you guys
5.
Were like really young, yeah.
And that's when we met Kristen Stewart too. Who else? The little boy in that Dax Shepard.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So
my mom that was a fun movie though.
And the movie's really good.
Yeah, but like the sets and stuff, we got to like be on the lot.
That's
so
cool.
we got to go on the set in the house when it shook for the meteor. Cool. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's really cool. So we love Josh Hutcherson in this house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we love.
King.
Okay, yeah. Last thing, Britney Spears' book. I didn't read it.
I didn't read it, but I want to.
And I've seen a lot of things. The funniest one that I've seen so far is when she said she was having, like, the first time I guess she had sex with Justin Timberlake, and she said something, like, about how she was nervous or something, and then she, like, said, like, the way she wrote it was, like, I told him, okay, put it in, and he said, it's already in, and she said, my world collapsed. Because it was so small.
That makes so much sense. I'm sorry, I'm a Justin Timberlake hater.
Her saying,
my world collapsed. Like that was her ghostwriter being like, we got to spruce this up. The vocab's not working here.
Holy
That's
shit.
That's so funny.
That is so funny. But also I know she talks about a lot of serious stuff and stuff, but that's just like the one thing that I saw.
There's
that
a
was
lot
so
coming out
funny.
about their relationship, which is tea.
Which is big tea. So I definitely want to read it because support Britney.
Yeah. Free Britney. Always.
Always and forever.
Even though she's freed, but there's
still
still something. We need to free her.
Yeah.
But also just Addison Rae, the photo of her leaving the Grove with the Britney Spears book, reading it with that the paparazzi took.
Wait, I did not see that.
Oh my God, it's so
Addison
funny.
With the book?
Yes, and she's like standing there reading it, and
her going to the Barnes and Noble there is so funny.
Like too close to me. Here, she was like literally like standing, just reading the book, like while the paparazzi were there. Like she was just like flipping through it, and I was like, "That's so iconic." And then Trisha Paytas recreated it.
Stop. That is iconic. Her wearing like that little baby tee in a mini skirt also.
I know. To go to Barnes and Noble.
And is she wearing heels too?
Yes. No, flats, ballet flats.
Oh my God, that's
like
iconic.
She's fitted.
No, she is with her little purse and reading the Britney Spears.
Like, I'm obsessed.
Icon living.
She gets it.
She does get it. I love her.
So,
Addison,
anyways, that just like added to it to the hype for me.
Yeah. But that was it. The only other thing we want to say, which I'm just going to say really quick, we're not going to go too deep into it because it's a serious topic, but we just felt like we should say something about Palestine and obviously free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
I think if you follow, at least I know like my socials, us, you would know where we stand, I hope. But obviously we also don't feel like we're the best people for you to get information from on it. So we're not going to sit here and like give you a bunch of stuff, but we are going to link some things that you can go, resources, donations in the description.
To learn more about what's going on, just to be more educated.
Yeah. So we just wanted to say that really quick so you guys knew where we stand, and we're obviously, all those people are in our thoughts, and we are doing, you know, whatever we can.
Donating, reading, educating, and trying to be there for everybody.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So but that is all we have for today. This was a very fun episode.
I loved it.
This was very fun.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Make sure to rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave a review.
Follow our socials. Get the merch.
Yes.
We love you. We'll see you next week.
TTYL.
TTYL XOX.
Mwah.